So this week I became the proud owner of the brand new Sony WH1000XM6. I've done a few takes to get that right. Now, give you a bit of background. I have owned the XM3s, the XM4s, and skipped the XM5s, but now I have the XM6s. It was a real case of should I, shouldn't I, because the XM4s were just perfect in my opinion. They just did everything I needed. The noise cancelling was great on big 12, 13 hour flights. The battery just seemed to go forever. I used to wear them on the flights just with no sound, you know, but just for the noise cancelling, and then they were just phenomenal. I love them. They were really comfortable. Everything about the XM4s was amazing. So I kind of got FOMO. I said to myself, if I can sell the XM4s for a reasonable price, I will buy the XM6s. They were also discounted on the first day, so I was like, yeah, it kind of was a bit of an investment, but you know, maybe give me a bit more life. So that's the reason I've bought the XM6s. I mean, the minute that I handed over my XM4s to the brand new owner, I had immediately seller's remorse, particularly as I hadn't seen these yet. And then when I got home, I was super excited to try these. And honestly, they're fine. I don't think they're that big an upgrade over the XM4s. Like, the noise cancelling is a little better. Like, it's not like mind-blowing. It's a bit better than the XM4s. Maybe there's less of a hiss, but the transparency mode is way better. That's really quite impressive, to be honest. The comfort, I don't know if they're quite as comfortable as the XM4s were. Like, the headband feels, I mean, I guess it's partly just they're different, but the headband it's got a lot less padding on it, and I do notice it, but it's probably just slightly different. There's definitely less padding on the ear cups, and slightly more clamping force. So again, noticeable, but I've worn them for a day or so now for work, and I think they're going to be fine. The case is a weird one. I thought the XM4 case was great. It was a little bit minimalistic in a way, I suppose, and a bit kind of janky, but it was a great case. The new case is slightly bigger than it's probably slightly thinner, maybe I don't know, maybe very slightly thinner. I wish I'd had the other one to compare, but it's bigger. It's definitely bigger, you know, top down. The new latch is pretty neat. I like it. Like, you close it, and it just latches, which is cool. And actually, I think it's okay. I don't think it's going to pop open. Obviously, if you leave these on your outside of your rucksack or something, way more likely to get nicked because it's so much easier to open this. Not way more likely, you know, but someone's going to open this easier than they cut a zip, and then just but the thing I really don't like about the case, let me show you. Hold on, let me see if I can get this thing to work. This up. This is down, right? So here's the case. The XM4s would go into the case either way. You just folded them up and they went in. You know, it didn't matter. This one, because they put these insets for the headphones, it will only go in left and right. It won't go in the other way. So let's have a look. We have to do this. I don't know if the sound's going to keep working because I think I'm using the battery on the microphone on the headphones. But anyway, yeah. So you have to fold them in a very specific way, which is this way. Yeah, and then they go in. If you fold them this way, like they won't go in. See, they don't go in. Whereas the XM6s would have gone in this way. Sorry, the XM4s would have gone in this way. In their case, no problem. And like, if this wasn't here, these would too. So that's kind of annoying. Yeah. So you have to fold them one way only, and they just snugly fit in, which I guess is okay. And then that's nice. Yeah, that just latches closed. But here we go. I don't know. That's a bit odd and unnecessarily odd. So, but yeah, they're all right. I'd say if you've got XM4s, unless you want the latest greatest thing or they're on special soon, I'd just stick with the XM4s. Like, I like them, but the XM4s were neat. The XM5s, the folding thing was, I didn't. The headphones have to fold. The case of the XM5s was huge. So if you've got XM5s and you want more travel-worthy headphones, these are great. But if you've got XM4s or maybe even XM3s, just stick with it. Hey, thanks for watching. Comment in the comments.